Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Last time, we noticed a couple of shortfalls in our production chains, mainly for engines and thrusters. So I tracked those down. The engine production line, the veins of iron had run out, so I've connected those up. But the sulfuric acid that goes into producing the titanium alloy that's used for the reinforced thruster is also dying because this oil seep is almost exhausted. You can see it's down to 0.32 raw oil per second. So we need to get some additional fuel in here. And it looks like this is the way to do it right here. There's a seep there that has quite a lot. Is anyone using that one? No, so maybe this is the one we're going to use. Okay, let's head over here. And we'll set down an extractor. See if we can get some of this oil making its way over. I guess this one's the closest that we're not using. This is at 2.85. Let's go ahead and get this set up. That looks fine. And we want to get this oil into the sulfuric acid production chain. So, well, there's a bit of iron there as well that I'm not using. That's important. I should try to remember that. So, we need to join up with this line here. Or possibly replace it. Let's see if we can do something. I think the easiest way to do this is going to be to come around. So let's join the line there. And join it here. Okay, looks good. We're heading over that way. Let's have it. Well, we can hug the line here, I think. I guess we could have we could have brought this in a little bit closer as well. Let's go ahead and excuse me. Wow. Let's rebuild this to hug this existing belt very tightly. There we go. So this will bring more raw oil and join it to this line, which will fix our sulfuric acid production. Okay, let's keep going. Looks like I do need... Oh boy. I'm almost out of... almost out of conveyor belts here. That seems fine. I think I can reach across the planet to get them, though. Can't I? Because if I just go to the planetary tower... Oh, no, I don't have one for that yet, do I? No, I'm actually going to have to go and get those. Okay. So, where's the old mall? Should be... down there. Okay. So we're going to go get some conveyor belts because I've run out. Alright. There's gravitational wave refraction done, so we can actually build a space warper now. That's pretty exciting. Let me grab the rest of these. And then we have more belt production over here. Somewhere. I think it's over in this direction. Yes, here we go. Alright. So let's give ourselves as many belts as we can hold. And then a little bit more on top of that. We'll go back and finish sulfuric acid production. So that is... Where is that? That is... If that's the mall, it should be over here somewhere, I think. Yeah. We're building a line right there. Okay. Let's get going. Looks good. Okay, let's resume building this line of raw oil, crude oil. The goal being to get it back into the sulfuric acid production line, which I think shouldn't be too hard. Okay, and then I guess we just bring it over. Yeah, we just bring it over. Let's come on down this line. I think we'll actually come out to here, so we'll leave room to gather up that that steel at some point in the future. You will need power. And a connection. Looks good. Okay, so that'll add more raw oil into the sulfuric acid production chain, which should connect up with the steel production over here and fix titanium alloy production. So we're out of, basically, we're out of sulfuric acid, so we can't make titanium alloy. We've got steel going in, we've got titanium ingots going in, but no sulfuric acid because we weren't producing fuel. All right, already this is starting to get back online. The oil has kind of a long way to go before it joins up, but I think we're good here. I will just, I guess, follow the crude for a moment. Make sure it joins the right line, that everything's working. Coming around. Okay, joins up over here. It's a long belt, but I think it's better to belt it for something like this than to try to send bots around. Like, the throughput's high enough that I don't want to try to rely on the logistics bots. And you're going to come over here and join this line. All right, so we've got more crude oil, producing more refined oil, producing more sulfuric acid, producing more titanium alloy. That should fix that issue. Now, where are we here? Ah, that's what this slot is for. Space warpers. Okay. I think we're gonna try this. We don't have universal exploration done yet, so we're not quite sure what's gonna be at whatever planet we get to. But let's see about making a graviton lens. So for a space warper, we're gonna want, I think, at least two, one to go and one to come back, but we might want a few more for safety's sake. Green cubes make 8. We haven't unlocked green cubes, so we're gonna have to go for a space warper. Let's try to craft 10 of these. So we're gonna need, looks like 10 strange matter and then 40 diamonds. As it happens, I believe we have 40 diamonds on hand here. We picked some up at some point, didn't we? Yes, we have 100. So how do we craft 10 strange matter? We need deuterium, iron, and particle containers. Okay. So we're missing iron. We can get a little bit of that. In terms of particle containers, we have 80. So that should be sufficient. So we just need some deuterium, and I know exactly the place to go to get it. We have an overflow of deuterium at our nuclear power setup. I do need to remember how to get there. It's over here. Okay. Hopefully all of these items can be handcrafted. Okay, we should have a tank right here with deuterium in it. Yes, okay. So we want like maybe 100, something like that. It's probably too much, but let's see what we can make happen here. So we need to first craft the strange matter. We're going to want 10 strange matter. We can't craft it in hand. It has to be made in the particle collider. Okay. Where do I want to set this up? I guess at the mall for now? Yeah, we'll set this up at the mall. We'll set up a boutique chain at the very end here to make these items. All right. So yeah, we'll do it here. I think we'll just do it like over here, kind of away from everything else. So let's see about this production facility. The is that under power or where is it? Miniature particle collider. Okay. New particles can be produced when two streams of accelerated particles upon reaching a certain intensity and energy collide. It's usually employed to create stable deuterium and antimatter, but consumes considerable energy. All right, well, we've got energy to spare. We need graphene and we need this frame material. We only need one of these. So let's see. We can get some graphene. I think I had some and threw it away. Because of course I did. We have some here. All right, let's grab a stack of graphene. And then we're going to need this frame material, which is made from carbon nanotubes, titanium alloy, and high purity silicon. We need 20 of these. And it looks like they can be handmade in the replicator. I'm not sure we have the technology unlocked though. We might not. Yeah, high strength, lightweight structures is right here. All right, so let's enqueue that. I think we'll cancel all of this for now. And we'll get this going. So we are going to need some carbon nanotubes, which we don't have here, but we can grab. I think that's the hardest ingredient. So this just became a project to make a, I guess to start to make a miniature particle collider. You guys are going to need titanium alloy and silicon, which I have, and carbon nanotubes, which I do not. So let me go get some carbon nanotubes. Those are over at the chemical plant, which is... I don't have a good frame of reference for where it is compared to the mall. Would be a good thing to have. Is it this? Yeah, this is the chemical plant. So there should be carbon nanotubes over here somewhere. Carbon nanotubes. Right there. Yeah, we're producing them right there. Okay. So if I take a look at the mall, it's off to the left of the start, what I can consider the start end of the mall. Maybe I can try and remember that. Who knows? It could happen. All right, let's get some carbon nanotubes. For this material we're trying to make, we're going to need, it seems, quite a few. These guys are producing tubes, putting them out here. Okay. How many are we going to need? Miniature particle collider requires 20 of these, which requires 4 times as many carbon nanotubes. So 20 times 40 is 80. So one stack should do the trick. Maybe we'll just take the 80 we need. There we go. Okay. It's gonna take a minute for this to get done. It's gonna take 14 minutes, it looks like. Yeah. So we're gonna have to wait for that. Let's head back to the mall. We can work on some of the building production chains. I did this wrong. Where's the mall? Was I going the wrong way? No, I just didn't quite go far enough. All right. All right, so the other thing we should do is re-queue the stuff we had queued. So let's see. I don't quite remember. I know we were working on universe exploration. And I think we were working on the mecha core as well. That's enough to be going on with for now. We can come back to that later. So, what were you again? You wanted... Oh, yeah, we did this last time. So we need to bring these crystal silicon from Alwade 4. Where have we got a space for that? Over here? Oh, there's a crude oil seep there we're not using. All right. Let's request some crystal silicon. We're going to demand that. Main load of drones. That looks fine. So there should be some in transit. I would think that tower maybe... We'll leave this for a moment. That tower may be in use. Or its drones may all be in transit with some other product. But then these would go, wouldn't they? Oh, we need to bring it we need to bring it to a planetary. That's why. That's or an interstellar. That's a planetary that I'm working on right there. So yeah, you've got space. Let's set you to demand remotely and supply locally. Let's submit you to 3,000. There we go. That looks better. So they'll come in from Allwade 4 and then they'll transfer to the mall set up here. We can set our filter to output the crystals. And then over here, we can put one of these on here and supply... Now, how does it know that? I guess it knew it because of the... what's on the conveyor belt? That's actually really interesting. You're going to provide to other distributors once you have some available. That'll fix our problem over here with the accumulator production. We already set this up, right? Yeah. Okay. And our inputs and outputs are done. So this will start producing accumulators for us. And with that, power is done and we move on to collecting. We want to make some mining machines here. Let's get started on that. Let's do your output. You're going to make mining machines for me. You have 4 inputs, so let's get down a 4 sources blueprint. Which I believe means we need to move this input. Or output, rather. This output sorter. To make room. And then we go to the 4 sources blueprint and set that down like this, I believe. Looks good. Okay. And you need iron, gears, magnetic coils, and circuit boards. All right. Iron. Gears. Magnetic coils. 6 available routes. That's good news. And circuit boards. 2 available routes, 1 route out of range. Okay. So we got 2 ingredients. We got the gears and the iron ingots. Here come the circuit boards. And here comes the, I believe, the first magnetic coils. Not quite yet. Huh. Are you set up correctly? Magnetic coils request from other distributors. That's what I missed. Okay. Let's give this a second. I'd like to see this produce. I love the just swarms of bots going everywhere. Are we gonna get some magnetic coils here? 3 available routes, 2 out of range. Where are all your bots? I provided you. Why aren't you going? Oh, there must not be any. Hold on, there's 1. How many do you need? You need 2. Yeah, magnetic coils. We have magnetic coils over here, right? Let's grab these and stick them in here for now. Just beef up distribution a little bit. There we go. Now they're flying to go get some of that. Okay. You know what? For this one, since we have plenty in the tower and they're getting pulled out of here really fast, we'll add some more sorters to get them in faster. So that should triple the amount coming off the line. Looks like 2 is all we need. Yeah, that's pulling 360 per second off the line and into that. That should help out with that part of the network. And over here, we are producing mining machines, so that's good news. All right. We have to wait for that to finish. Let's move on to the next collecting. That's going to be water pumps. Another four-source recipe here. Let's throw down another one of these. We'll do our output sorter. We'll put down the 4 sources. You're going to be making water pumps. Where's water pumps on here? I don't even know. Oil refinery, water pump. Okay. Set down our 4 sources blueprint. Like so. We're going to run out of logistics stations here shortly. So let's do it like this. Let's not set the type, but let's set up everything else. Provide to other, no, request and be auto-filled with bots, right? So then now we can copy this in 1, 2, 3. That's all set up, and we just set the type. So you need iron, brick, motors, and circuit boards. Iron. Brick. Electric motors. That's out of range. And then circuit boards. So electric motors are out of range. One available route, one out of range. We have motors here. We just never set up the distribution point. So let's set this up as well. You are going to provide to others. There we go. How's our power network looking? Barely using 50%. Okay. You should now be making water pumps for me, or should be doing so very shortly. Yes, that looks good. Okay, so next up on collecting would be oil extractors. Another 4-size recipe. All right. Let's get you down. Do your output. You're going to make oil extractors. Let's get the 4 sources thing down. These 2 blueprints worked out really well. These 3 sources and 4 source blueprints. It's really helping make this happen a lot more smoothly and quickly. Making a lot of progress. Okay, so we are going to need to craft a bunch of these. How many can I make? 12? All right, make as many as we can for now. And then we'll set them up here in just a moment. You are going to request and fill. How are we for bots? Where are my bots? I had like 200. I don't feel like... Yeah, I've got 60 left. Okay. Let me go grab a few bots real quick. We have those in production down here. Once again, the mall proves its value. Let me fill up on you. Looks good. Head back. Continue work. All right, so you are requesting an auto-filling, so we should be able to just copy, paste, and then set up your types. You want steel, brick, plasma exciter, and circuit boards. So let's do brick. Let's do steel. Let's do circuit boards. And let's do plasma exciter. Steel, brick, circuit boards, plasma exciter. Okay. You should be all set and ready to rock. We'll see in a minute. So that takes care of collecting. We now move on to logistics. All right, conveyor belt Mark 1. We already have production of conveyor belt Mark 1 around the planet somewhere. Do we have this? This is one that I kind of want to have a little bit of a higher throughput. If we can make it happen. I'd like to get the 3 of these set up with a little bit of a higher throughput. So we may do a tower just for this, for these 3, for conveyor belts Mark 1, 2, and 3. Or maybe for the 6 of these. I don't know. Do I need that? Ideally, what I'd like is to have automation of conveyor belt Mark III, because once I have this in automation and lots of it, I probably won't use... Probably the uses of the other ones will be very niche. I do have, I think, production lines for conveyor belt Mark I and sorter Mark II. We might ship those from around the planet. We might ship those from around the planet. So, like... If I threw down one more tower here, if I could craft it. Conveyor belt Mark 1, 2, 3. Sorter Mark 1, 2, 3. We need a few more of these anyway. Let's grab this for now. And you're... Yeah, you're fine. Let's grab this for now and make a few more of these. So we'll grab a blueprint of this output storage thing right now. We'll use it now. I wonder if I can shift build these. Looks like I can. That's kind of fun. We'll get these built. And then I think we do want to take the existing production lines for belts Mark 1 and sorter Mark 2 that we have. Maybe even sorter Mark 1. And I think we want to ship them over here. So I do think we want a tower back here to send some things out. Let's put a tower down a little ways back. Maybe like back here next to our friend Mr. Hole in the Ground. That seems okay. And then we'll figure out what we want to ship here in a moment. In the meantime, we can actually take a break from this to resume working on our space warpers. So I set that up over here, right? Yeah. Let's go take a look. A lot of empty space here. I wonder if I could use that for something. We were going to set up over here. Did I actually build anything? I didn't. Not yet, right? Okay. So as soon as that completes, there we go. High strength, lightweight structure. Let's go back to looking into making this. So we want to do the space warper. No, first we needed to make the building, right? The particle lab thing. Miniature particle collider. Yeah. So looks like I can actually produce one. Let's do that. It'll make these structures for me. It'll automate the production of that recipe. Okay. This is cool. This is cool. So we're going to have to wait for those to be done. And then once they're done, we'll be able to place this down and make this the antimatter, or the strange matter, I think was what it was. So why don't we... This is going to take 1 full minute to finish. Why don't I cut the video? There we go. There's our miniature particle collider. Looks good. Let's set that down. I guess here. And you're gonna... What are you gonna make for us? You're gonna make... strange matter. Oh, you have a recipe to make deuterium. Oh, so fractionators are out? We can turn 1%... No, so we can turn 1% with the fractionator, or we can turn 10 deuterium, or 10 hydrogen into 5 deuterium in 2.5 seconds with this building. That is really interesting. I need to remember that. But for right now, we're producing strange matter. So let's set down a couple depots over here. And let's get some goodies going in. That's in kind of a weird place, but... Can I connect you? No. Alright. I guess we'll go like this. And then like this. And we'll build the last one over here, back here. And send that in like this. Okay. Let's do outputs. Then we'll do inputs. Looks good. We need one more depot down to collect the final finished product. Let's do sorters. Out and in. Okay. You'll need power. That should get everything, I think. Yep. Okay. And then we need a wireless tower. Okay. And you, we want you to make, I think we wanted to make 10 of these, but I need to be sure. We were going to make space warpers. Where is that? Where's the space warper? Does that have to be produced in something, or did we not research this yet? Hold on. I thought we researched the space warper. Strange matter. Yeah. This can be made in the replicator, so why am I not seeing it? If I go to the replicator, is it an item or is it a building? Feels like, there it is. Okay, it's a tier 7 recipe. So we decided we wanted 10 of these for safety. Which means we need 10 of these graviton lenses. For which we need 10 strange matter produced in the particle collider. So we want 10 strange matter. That means 20, 20, and 100. 20, 20, and 100. Okay. Let's put in... I don't have particle containers. I do have particle containers. Maybe we'll do a little bit extra. Sure, why not? The recipe calls for iron ingots. So I put in 40. So we'll do... We did 20 times the requirement, but I don't think I have enough deuterium. So never mind, I didn't bring enough. Let's throw... Looks like it's iron. It's weird that this, like, requires iron to me. Seems like a... Seems like a weird, a low-tech ingredient, I guess, is how I'd put it. Let's get the iron in. Let's get the deuterium in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 120 we stuck in there. I don't know how many that can make, but we'll get a few. I suppose we could try to proliferate this, but this is a temporary thing. Strange matter. You've produced strange matter. Incredible how it warps the surrounding space. Maybe it's what we've been looking for. Okay, strange matter's coming out. We're gonna use that to produce graviton lenses with the diamonds we have. And then... space warpers. Okay. This is getting exciting. Let's get started early. While this is producing, we can be working on the other part. So I can just kind of like sit here, grab this... Queue it up until we run out of materials. All right, we're making graviton lenses. particle collider is kind of a cool building. I like the animation. I like the look of it. We'll keep going until these belts run out, I guess. This could be made in an assembler. So actually, well, we'd have to have the diamonds too. Fun little, like, whack-a-mole game. Okay, looks like we've... Nope, still going. How many of these have I made now? 11? How many do we need? It's 1 for 1? Huh. And now we've run out. Okay. So how many did we end up making? Looks like we made 13 graviton lenses. Let's make ourselves a space warper and fly to another star system. I'm very excited to see how this works. We appear to have died on the hill here with our purple cube science. So we're not going to know the ore of wherever we're going. We're just not. Okay, make me 13 space warpers and we'll just pick a star. We'll pick a star and explore and see what we get, I guess. So... you guys go in here like that, right? I think we just, like... I don't quite know how this works, but I guess we just target a star and then hit caps lock? We've got 5. Consumable item that activates warp flight for the mecha and logistics vessel. Use the caps lock key to activate the warp drive. Alright, it feels like I've got enough to be safe to go kind of check something out and come back. Hopefully it only takes one of these to get to a distant star. If it takes like more depending on how far it is, that could be a problem, but we're going to test this out. We're going to go to our nearest star. Let's see what that looks like. Let's zoom out a bit. Okay, so it's really hard to read. Pilicium is 2 light years away. It's a K-type star. We have some other stars. 6 light years, 14 light years. So this one's 2 light years. Seems like it's very close. What else have we got? 2 light years, another K-type. 4 light years. 6. I mean, I think we have our answer. I think this one's the closest and it's all alone, so it's easy to tell where it is. I think we're going to go to Pilicium. We don't have Universe Exploration Level 3, so we don't know a lot about it. I don't know what a K-type star would be. Oh, and I can rename these? Interesting. Well... well, we have to do something here. As a little thank you to my prolific guru and commenter, we're going to name this Clement's Star. How about that? All right, let's go check out Clement's Star. If we view it, we can see its mass, its spectral class, its radius, its luminosity, its temperature, and its age. I don't know enough about astronomy to tell what this is. What are these things? North Pole lock, track rotation, don't track rotation. I'm not sure. Let's warp to Clement's Star. Let's see if we can make it happen. So we're going to aim towards it. We're going to get up to speed. Clement's Star is 2.4 light years away. All right, I'm aimed towards it. Let's hit caps lock. Drive engine level 2 low, can't warp. God damn it. Ah! Ah, I was so excited to go for the first time. Drive engine level. So we're researching universe exploration and mecha core. Let's cancel both of those and go straight into drive engine. Oh, that's so frustrating. I was like, dun da da. Here we go. All right, drive engine core. Where's drive engine? So we got mecha core. Drive engine 4. Here we go. 2,000 yellow cubes. Requires mecha core level 4. Oh, so we do need what we were working on. Okay, so we'll activate this. And then this one at least doesn't need purple cubes. Unlocks mecha warp. Let's enqueue this. Press caps lock to switch on the warp flight. One space warper will be consumed. So I guess it consumes the space warper to activate, and then you just travel as fast as you're traveling until you arrive. I'm assuming disabling it by turning caps lock off does not consume another space warp. So it feels like, regardless of where you're going, it should be one warper each way. Oh, man. Oh, man. Damn, that is so disappointing. I really thought we were going to get to go to Clement Star. Well, we named it. And then we've got... How long? 6.5 minutes? Yeah. That's just a little bit too long. 6.5 minutes. So... that is going to be it for this time, guys. We're very, very close. We've got our space warpers produced. We're ready to go. We've got our first destination with a really fantastic name. And next episode, we will fly there and check it out. But that's going to be all for this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.